Be one with Doomy.
Hello everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer, I'm the Evil Overlord, and welcome to another series of Rimworld. This is Alpha 13, I'm playing version 0.13.1135. Just like the current ongoing Prison Architect series, this will be a YouTube only series, and from this moment on, Rimworld and Prison Architect will switch days. Or basically it's going to be one day Rimworld, one day Prison Architect, then Rimworld, then Architect again. If I'm capable of doing so. I'm not going to skip any days, I will keep the order, but I might not be able to record a given day, and thus the next episode of the ongoing series will be that very first day I will record. Anyway, Alpha 13. A lot of new stuff has happened. And I'm immediately gonna jump right in. I have generated a world already, and we're gonna see that very soon. I'm gonna play on Cassandra Rough, Cassandra Classic Rough. And Zubin Il Ganubi, or however you want me to pronounce that, that'll be the world we're playing with, and the seed that I used is Doomhammer with a capital D. First and foremost, one of the new biome is the extreme desert. I'm not gonna go for that. Well, for this particular playthrough, since one of the new features is a severe horror that now lies within the mountains, I will not be digging into the mountains, and thus I will not even play on a mountainous biome. I will go for the arid shrubland. It's an interesting biome. It's a bit deserty, it's not fully grass, and unfortunately for me, the only arid shrubland there is only has year-round growing seasons, so at least I will have plenty of food. And I think I will go for a... let's see, small hills. I hope that there are large hills, but if not, then I will go for small hills. Here we go. Large hills with marble, limestone, and slate. Now, I am not playing with mods, and the first thing you notice here is a new area down here says relations. This is one of the main new features of the game, in that being a brother or a sister or a mother or a father or a cousin, uncle, aunt, etc. will actually affect the moods and how people interact with each other. But I don't like this person. I do want someone that is capable of everything for the first 3 colonists. And I pretty much don't really care what other things they have. Now, I'll talk about this later, but the trait gay will actually have... whoa, wait. Yeah. Will have more meaning than just a regular, like, I like the people of the same sex than me. Here we go. Johnny Trigger Whitehouse. Heat tolerant chemical interest. Well, heat tolerant is useful because we're in a relatively warm biome. He's got a 4 with a burning passion for growing, and a 4 with a decent passion for cooking. 23 of age, and he will be named Doomy, of course. Let's have a look-see. Caring social. Once again, ooh, here we go. What do we have here? Greedy Bloodlust Brawler. but an artery blockage. There's also one of the new health issues. No thank you. Optimist, Prostophile and Trigger happy. Male colonist, age 27. Decent social, decent everything else, but a good crafter and a good researcher. I will be naming the people here after regular viewers of mine on Twitch. So this one will be Vasily. As no, unfortunately that doesn't work. So Vasily, welcome. So let's have a look. See. Oh wait, actually, you will be named Vasily. I like you a lot better already. You're extremely useful to me. No, wait, no. You're not. Because I don't want him to be gay. Sorry. I do want to have a female colonist, however. If possible. And I think we all know who that will be. Because I do. Male colonist with an old gunshot in the left leg. No, thank you, male colonist. Something in the right leg. Son. So Stefan Vasily Buckley is actually this guy's son. Oh, you could have your dad in here. Good. Oh, really good social, good medicine, good cook, good construction. How about I name you Vasily? Because you're really good, and I don't really mind the gunshot. Now let's see if female. Yumi. There we go. Well, it can only be one. CCCP291. Nervous, very neurotic, don't really care. Unlike the previous playthrough of mine that I did on stream, I am actually not going to be save scumming. I will go balls to the wall. And if we die, we die. And then the game crashes. No, here we go, the three of you awaking crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Right, so. Welcome to the colony that soon will be New Alkmaar. Reason being, it's my hometown. There. So, Doomy, you were a good shot, right? Yes, you were. So, you get the survival rifle. Vasily. I don't want CCCP to get hurt, so Vasily, you get the gun. Because you also have a bit of passion. Right. Let's immediately designate all of this to be unthinged. Get the metal. And I immediately see a nice place that we can start out. With a roof over our heads. And then I want to draw your attention, as soon as I did that, to this thing. Components! Is one of the new materials in the Rimworld Alpha 13. And components are something you're gonna need a lot of. Now, I'm gonna quickly have a look-see around. Here we go. This is exactly what I want to have to look for. Compacted machinery is a new mineable resource that turns into components. However, given the proper research and other things, you will be able to produce components out of metal. And I'm fairly happy about where we started, because I can already see a lot of potential here. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be digging into the mountain. However, I'm not going to be fully digging into the mountain. Unlike the last playthrough, where I basically had a mountain base. I'm thinking stuff like freezer, maybe some other storages of stuff that really don't need to be outside. I'll make like a small room over here, or like a couple of small rooms over there. Also, this needs to be unthinged, that needs to be unthinged. And that I'll pretty much basically just build my entire base outside. I've got a nice little fertile soil over here, rich soil, so what I want to do right away is a growing zone. And make this a nice large zone over here, and then a nice large zone over yonder. Oh, that's too large. No, I'll do it like so. Growing zone. 3, and then lengthen this up here. And 4, no, not really. Preparations always take a bit of extra time. 3. And then here, so. This will be food. We're gonna be eating rice because I actually prefer rice to corn, to potatoes myself. This one is gonna be cotton, and in Alpha 12 we still had something called xeridium, but that has now been renamed to heel roots, and it is exactly the same otherwise. It's a good thing that I landed over here, because we started out near a geothermal vent, a steam geyser. And I'm pretty sure that I can like expand these little small buildings here, here, and there to make something more useful. Hey, I see another new thing. Crashed ship chunks. You can deconstruct them for a bit of extra metal and components. We'll get into that later. That has been sorted out. Weapons will get equipped. I'm thinking that we can start out with some more zones. Let's get a dumping stockpile right over yonder. And what we will dump in here are chunks. Just mechanoid corpses and nothing of weapons. And it's gonna be a preferred. Now in this playthrough I'm also gonna be optimizing these bars. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of storage that I plan to have, and I will actually just be like, well, you'll see, hopefully. Hopefully we'll survive long enough for you guys to see that. Structure. Let's start out with some wood. Over here. And then a wooden door. And then some furniture. We'll get some wooden beds right away. This is Q to rotate. Now, let's see, what kind of animal do we have? Oh, we started out with a cat. How useless. However, I'm not going to be slaughtering it, because as you can see, Huberto Vasily Buckley is balded with this cat. Meaning that if I would actually slaughter it, or this creature dies, it's going to cause a negative moodlet altogether. Now, you may have heard the siren of the microwave, so give me just a second. I'll be right back, because my pizza was done. I thought I had more time. Honest. I thought I had more time. Sorry about that, but this will be the only episode I am going to be recording. Right, so, yeah, you start out with 30 components, and pretty much everything else remains the same. Since we have a cat, I am gonna get a sleeping spot. Over here. Orders. All things. All of this. Oh. Don't move the game screen away. And all of this. And then, since this is in the growing zone, we'll do that too. Right. Let us start assigning some work. Shut up. I don't need research, hauling, cleaning. I'm not going to do crafting, art, tailor, smithing yet. Everyone will plant cut. We have one wonderful grower, or two wonderful growers. I'm actually going to remove you from growing. And, ooh, you have a 4. CCCP is very useful in all of this. You have a bit of art passion. You're gonna be our hunter. Doomy. Yes. Then... what's your cooking skills? 6 and 8. I'm gonna put Vasily to cooking. He's gonna be our warden. Everyone will flick. Bedrest will also be one. He's gonna be our doctor, warden, and our cook. Doomy is gonna be the hunter, grower, and, well, hauler for now. And CCCP will be our animal handler, our constructor, repairer, and miner. I think we have a bit of a starting point. Now in here, I am also gonna make a small zone. A regular stockpile. Structure wooden wall here and here and there, and then put a regular door in there. And this is going to be raw resources. We'll put in the wood, because wood decays for now. And then we'll make one stockpile zony over yonder. Remove all raw resources minus wood and minus hops, because hops will actually rot as well. Also, a new resource is jade. Sells for a decent price. It's not that important for now. Do I want anything else really quick? A food storage, yes, but that'll come later. And I will, like I said, I'm going to be building outside. I'm going to have a quick look-see around. I'm thinking building a wall around here. And around here. And basically keep this as the only open place. So I'm going to be closing off this. Or wait, maybe I can make this the only open place. Ah, that will save some resources, some blocks. Make this the only open space, or yeah, this. I will be making another kill box, but a much better one. So yeah, there's plenty of room for me to build and do stuff. And yeah, since I'm not in a mountain, resources will be scarce, but it'll be all the more fun. Got some buffalo. And yeah, I think that we can basically just start. Of course, I will be going on max speed most of the time. Open info card. What is the info card? Ah yeah. So CCCP is hauling already. It tells me to open this, so that's done. And we already have a good bed, an awful bed, and a normal bed. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice myself, and here. Oh my goodness. Vasily! CCCP! This is also something new. Vasily and CCCP have come together and are now lovers. So, what I instead going to do is deconstruct that. And instead, I am gonna make furniture a double bed. Because now that this is a new mechanic, double beds are twice as useful. Literally. There you go. It is a shoddy bed. Don't care. Well, Vasily, and I can actually set 2 people in. Then this will be my medical bed. That'll be for me. There. Assign. Also something new is change how to react to nearby enemies when colonist is not drafted. Current mode: flee, ignore, attack. I'm gonna keep it to flee. Select outfit, nudist, no headgear. Manage outfits, select outfit. Anything. I am gonna make this from good to legendary. So anything lower quality than good or legendary will not be worn. As well as 65% hit points to 100 hit points. I'm not gonna do power armor or this. I'm not gonna do a Kevlar helmet, military helmet, psychic foil helmet, personal shield, power armor helmet. For now. And then, sure, I'll also do the soldier. Not a toque. Shirt, pants, button down shirt. Duster, no. Jacket, no. Parka, yes. Well, they can wear those. Not tribal wear. And I'm gonna do the same thing. From good to legendary and 65%. Now I'm doing this because in my previous playthrough I was severely annoyed by the fact that people were wearing clothes that were just utterly useless. Now that won't be a problem anymore. Right. So I'm thinking that first thing that I want to do is, oh, I'm gonna dig in the mountain here. Actually, I'm gonna dig this away, and then 7 by 7, yes. Five by 3, and then out here. This is going to be the fridge. They will enter through here, and this is going to be the storage for the meals eventually. But they're sleeping. And look, Vasily and CCCP are actually sharing a bed. Now let's look at their need. Opinion of my lover Vasily, feeling good. Spacious interior, nuzzled. And that's only for an animal. And when a person nuzzles... Wait, tell me that I'm at least male. No colonist, thank you. Tons of joy. Yeah. So, while CCCP is doing that... Vasily is hauling stuff, that is good. Also haul all of this, all of that. And I thought I wanted to do something else. Harvest, harvest. Not ready yet. Now we've got some metal. That is good. It's always good to have metal. And deconstruct that, sure. Doomy is still planting. And that was a boomalope. And why? Simply because we now have predators. Cougars, in this case. But we also have grizzly bears. And polar bears. And they're bad. Bad news all around. You can of course tame them. But they have a chance to attack. Which is no bueno. Of course. So as soon as I see that Vasily is idle, I'm gonna put him on mining as well. I'm thinking that over here I'm gonna be making a bit of a common room. Like 11 by 11 or something. It's gonna be a bit of a common room. For it, with for a dinner table, and then perhaps over here. Nine by 9. It's gonna be our kitchen, and then I don't know, perhaps like 9 by 9. Gonna have like the bedrooms here. I don't know. I haven't actually made a test play of this, so I don't know anything. Can make this perhaps a prison compound, and then a hospital, and then a bedroom for the 4th colonist. We have a poor mood. Why? CCCP, why are you in such a poor mood? Let's have a look-see. Needs. In darkness, ate without table, feeling bed, shared bedroom, cramped environment, naked. Did we all come naked? That ain't good. But that's the reason I'm growing cotton. Nope. Because I want to get an early clothing started. Early production of clothing. And I have a feeling that we might all be naked. We've got some visitors, and also a new thing. They seem to have a few items to trade. Now, the regular traders, like exotic goods trader, bulk goods trader, pirate merchant, and the combat supplier, are less frequent now. But instead, you've got these kind of visitors, as well as trade caravans. Jump to location. And which person does have something to trade? The one with the question mark above his head. So, who again was my talker here? Vasily. So these guys are just gonna come over here, walk around a little bit, and then right click, trade with Meowski. Meow. Package survival meals, chocolate components, medicine, a good survival rifle. Ooh, I like it. I am gonna buy all of their medicine, because eventually I want to have a proper bedroom. We have low food, I know. We'll sort that out in just a moment. I think it is time to start quickly on the power. But actually, that will be done for the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the first episode of my new Rimworld playthrough. I hope that thus far you've enjoyed it. I hope that you will stick around for more. If you have enjoyed it, then leave a like. It means a lot to me. My name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I'm your evil overlord. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.